Okay, yeah, hello everyone. Good morning to you. Okay, today, hello. Yes, yeah, I'm Chanchal this side. I'm a trainer in TechVidya. And about myself, I am science graduate. I did my schooling in science stream, and I am a science graduate. And after that, I did my masters in computers, and after that, I started my career. So I have done means all the IT projects. Overall, my experience is in IT projects, and I have good experience in SAP projects and application. So right now I am practicing on SAP. Okay. So today it's a part of this practice. So I will share some of my knowledge to you. Okay, that is regarding SAP MM. Okay, so today we will have a session regarding SAP MM. So we will know first of all that what is that SAP, what is that ERP, and after that we will move to the SAP MM intro part. Okay. So we will start now. So this is my screen. This is visible to you. Okay. So this is today we will start with SAP ERP software. What is that SAP ERP software? See, what is the meaning of ERP? ERP stand for Enterprise Resource Planning. Means, see, whatever resources you have with your organization or with your company, to integrate them and to make them as a one system, so that we can access each and every information using a single system. Okay, so this provides you a facility to integrate your system into a single system. So with ERP, it is helpful to you to run your entire business using this process within means using a different domain like your finance, manufacturing, services, procurement, and all these things. It will integrate and it will make a single system. Okay, so before going to the next topic, first we will understand what is the use of this ERP. Okay, so we will go to the some means we will go back to that ERP. So we will imagine one situation, what kind be the business is there if we don't have any kind of ERP. Okay, so with this picture you are able to see if no ERP is there, so how your business will going to run. Okay, see, this is a company scenario in which you are able to see different department. One customer is there, sales is there, inventory is there, production planning is there, purchasing is there. Okay, so what happens if a customer place a order regarding some product? As you can see with this picture, the product is a car. Okay, see, if a customer place some order regarding that car, so it will come to your sales department. Okay, now your sales department will check into their system and they will find out the information. But because they are using individual software for their individual process, like your sales department will be having some different software, and your inventory department will be having some different software, production will have some different system, purchasing will have different software. So they will have information regarding their work. Okay, so they are not able to access the inventory, they are not able to access any information regarding your production, your purchasing. So what the sales person will do, salesperson will send a mail, or he will make a call to the next department. Means it will go to the inventory department or production department, and he will transfer this information to that department. Okay, that department will have their limited information. Okay, they don't know anything about the other department. So they will keep on this moving this information to the next department, and ultimately it will go to the purchasing, and that person will search out within their system, so what is the information regarding this order. Okay, so what will happen in this scenario, it will take so much of time. Okay, meanwhile your customer can move to the next step. Okay, so what will happen with this scenario, you can lose your business, and nobody wants to lose their business. So to remove this kind of situation, what we will have the ERP system. See, we will have such kind of system which will integrate all of the department into a single system, so that with a single system we can access each and every information. It is regarding inventory, it is regarding purchasing or production planning. You can access all this information using your own system. Okay, now your sales guy will be able to pass on the information to customer regarding each and everything. Okay, whatever stock they have, what kind of purchasing they have, what is the situation with production they have. Okay, so now he will be able to answer to the customer at an instance. Okay, so with ERP, what is the facility? This ERP software will centralize the system, means it will connect your each and every department. Now your finance department, supply chain, your manufacturing, your service department, your HR department will means integrate, and it will make a single system now. So any kind of information that is means that is inquired by any kind of you can say source, or you can say customer, now you are able to answer using your own system. So this is the facility with ERP. We can analyze the things and it will reduce the cost. See, we are before ERP we are maintaining the each and every software. It is other means it is one software for your inventory, it is one software for your finance, it is one software for your sales. So you have to maintain them. So obviously your maintenance charges will be high. Okay, and using this single system ERP, you will reduce the cost, and it will be make the system much more efficient and effective, and ultimately the decision making will be very easy and very effective, and it is means you can at an instant you can answer to the order. Okay, so what kind of ERPs are there in the market? See, we have various different kind of ERPs in the market, like PeopleSoft is there, Oracle is there, Ban is there, Microsoft Dynamics is there, JD Edwards is there. So then why SAP? See, with this ERP, PeopleSoft, if we talk about PeopleSoft, PeopleSoft is very good for HR module. And if you go for Oracle, Oracle is very good for financial. And if you go for Ban, Ban is very good for manufacturing. Microsoft Dynamics is very good for your retail oriented and wholesale kind of companies. JD Edward is again very good for supply chain management. But if you talk about the overall integrity, means if you want to combine our each and every department, so that kind means that is the limitation with these ERP. They are very good for a particular domain, but as an overall system they are not so well developed. Okay, so with ERP we have a solution for that. Okay, that is the SAP. Now SAP came into picture, and SAP is that kind of ERP software. This will provide you that solution. It will integrate each and every business module into a single system. Okay, so what is SAP? SAP stands for System Application and Products for Data Processing. It is among the top 10 largest software company in the world. Okay, and it is the largest ERP software solution provider. Okay, it is number one in ERP software solution provider. And with SAP we have different versions like R1, R2, R3, ECC, HANA, S4 HANA. So about SAP. SAP was founded in 1972. Basically it's a German software, and it was developed into German language. Okay, so basically what is the concept behind this SAP? SAP was one of the first companies to develop standard software for a business solution, and continues to offer industry leading ERP solution. With SAP it will help out the companies and organization of all the sizes. Either it can be small size company, mid size company, or big size company. It will provide the solution for their profitability. Okay. So what kind of SAP products are there? So SAP products are Business One, S4 HANA, CRM, PLM, SCM. There are so many different SAP products are there in the market. Okay, so now move to the SAP modules. What are the SAP modules are there with the SAP? See, SAP have basically two modules. One is functional module, and another one is your technical module. Move to the functional module. We have a very huge list of this functional module, like your financial accounting is there, sales and distribution is there, controlling is there, production planning is there, material management is there, quality management is there. So many functional modules are there with SAP. And if we go through this technical module, there are 4 technical modules with SAP. That is your ABAP. ABAP means Advanced Business Application Programming, and that is used for your SAP application. Okay, basis will take care of your system integrity, like your system configuration and user profile rows. All these things will be taken care with basis. And BI/BW means business intelligence advanced version, and NW means your net. So this is how we can see the SAP modules, both the technical and functional module, as you are able to see with this slide. So what is new in SAP? See, means if we calculate SAP history from 1972, so it is like 50 years with SAP, and with these 50 years, SAP is like evolving everywhere. Every year they have some new development, new enhancement. So like this new enhancement with SAP are analytical cloud-based system. Okay, so they have their system with the cloud-based also. Okay, so with that, SAP has more than 20 products using that cloud-based system, like your SAP SuccessFactor, SAP Ariba, SAP Hybrid, S4HANA. So this is the means enhancement to the base module. See, if you want to go for SAP SuccessFactor, so we should have some prior knowledge to the base module of this. If you want to go for SAP SuccessFactor, so we should know something about the SAP HR module. Okay, if you want to go for SAP Ariba, it is enhancement to the SAP MM module. So we should have some prior knowledge to that base module of SAP MM. Okay, so like this, if you want to go for SAP Apris, so we should have some prior knowledge to SAP SD. Like this, if you want to go for S4HANA, so we should have some prior knowledge to SAP prior version, that is ECC. Okay. So what kind of projects are there in SAP? See, SAP has different projects. One is your implementation projects, support projects, rollout projects, and your upgradation project. So what are that implementation project? Implementation project means when you develop your project, means getting the information from your stakeholder, or you can say client, and then develop your software. Okay, plan out for that and do the designing phase, do the testing phase, and making it go live with your client side. This all these phases will include in your implementation projects. Okay, means in that implementation project you will configure it, design it, and make it functional for your client side. Okay, in your SAP support projects, what you will do, see, when you have implemented your project at client side, so now we will, means next step will support the project. Support the project means client is already running the project. Okay, and you have to support them for their day-to-day business issues. So for that day-to-day business issue, there are support projects. Okay, sometimes client may have their own support team, and sometimes they might be want to hire some say third party support team. Okay, so these are basically your support projects after your go live phase. And rollout project, what are rollout project? Rollout project means you have to visit to the client side, and you have to take the requirement. Sometimes you may go for the installation, sometimes you may go for the server issues, and like this you means in this kind of projects you have to visit to the client side. And SAP upgradation projects. So what are upgradation projects? Upgradation projects means, see, right now if you are using ECC, so if you want to go for S4HANA, so what you will do, you will upgrade your existing system into that new system. Okay, so these kind of projects are comes under your upgradation project. So now what are the roles in SAP? So in SAP there are different user roles, like your end user, then your super user, power user, then your support consultant, and then your consultant. Now what is end user? End user means who use the SAP system. Okay, they don't know about the configuration and designing part, but they use the system. Okay, sometimes they may have the access of SAP, or sometimes they may have very limited access to have this SAP access. Super user, power user are those users who have also limited access, but they will provide the first level support to their user. Okay, so they will analyze the thing, and they will provide the solution from their end. Okay, so they are the first level support. Now support consultant. Support consultant is what? Support consultant is responsible to resolve the issues, day-to-day business issues, and also make the configuration and the customization part also. Means they will involved in the designing phase also. Okay, now consultant role is a very high experience role. If you have experience with SAP, say above means 8 to 10 years of experience, then you will come to this role. Okay, consultant role. In this role you like to have like your SAP delivery manager, SAP manager, package implementation manager, okay, your solution architect. These kind of roles will comes under your consultant profile. So now, what is the system landscape of SAP? So what is that landscape? Landscape means the architecture of SAP server. Okay. So arrangement of SAP servers is known as SAP landscape. Okay. So with this SAP server system is divided into three landscape. One is your development, one other one is your quality, and the third one is your production. Okay. Then what is the development? Development server is that server, again it is having the multiple clients, like it is having your sandbox, golden box, development clients. Means when you design your project, okay, when you design your project, so whatever design you will do, whatever configuration customization you will do into that development server. Okay, now your basis person will move to it into the next client, okay, to make it a final copy. And now when you have the development over, then your data will come into your quality server. Now in quality server, again you have multiple clients, like your integration testing is there, user testing is there, training is there. Okay, so with quality server you will integrate your system, okay, and you will test the system at your end, as well as you will test the system by your user side also. Okay, so production server is a live server that will be with your client side, okay, and client will run the business on this server. Sometimes you may have access of that server as a service provider, or sometimes you may not have that server access. Okay, so this is how we can see the development server, quality server, and production server. See, what are the data in SAP? There are two types of data in SAP. One is a master data, system data, and other one is a transactional data, or you can say business data. So what is that master data and system data? So if you talk about master data and system data, that data means which, if you want to go for the process. Okay, suppose with SAP we will run some processes, like we will create PO, we will have some billing process also. Okay, we will have some inventory process also. So to run their process we need some data. Okay, so that data will come from where? From our master data. We will create master data, like we will create material. Okay, we will create vendor. If we want to go for the purchase order, so what we need? We need material and vendor. So that vendor and material will be the master data. Okay, they will access by your process. And transactional data means all your business data. So after having SAP into your system, you will be able to see this logo, okay, SAP logo and icon. So when you click on this, you will able to get this screen. Okay, and when you click on this screen, you will get your user ID login screen. Okay, from here you will log in into the system. Okay, you will enter your user ID and password, and after that you will come to the home screen of SAP. This is the home screen of SAP. We will see this screen with the system also. Okay, and see, basically when we use this 800 client, means it is for training purpose, right? See, this is my IMG screen. IMG screen means my implementation screen. So now as we are going to this SAP MM module, so what is that SAP MM module? We will have a brief intro about this SAP MM module. So we will have some points regarding that SAP MM. See, what is that SAP MM? SAP MM means your SAP Material Management Module. What is that SAP MM? SAP MM means Material Management Module. It is a component of your SAP ERP, okay, that will have the organization with material management, inventory management, warehouse management, and your supply chain process. Okay, so see, SAP MM is a part of your SAP logistic function, okay, which consists of several components and subcomponents. See, it will means it is the most prominent and widely used components are like your master data, purchasing, inventory, okay. And if you go for the SAP MM module, so what is the process of this SAP MM module, or we can say what is the procurement cycle of this SAP MM module? See, first we will have this MRP. Okay, MRP is what? MRP means material requirement planning. Okay, we will have some requirement planning for our organization. Okay, then according to that planning, we will have some requirement that you will have some requirement regarding some material. So your purchase department will create that request. So this will be your purchase requisition. Okay, so when you have your purchase requisition, then you will assign source to your PR. Means now you will search out for the sources for that purchase requisition. Okay. So after that, when you have created this kind of document, so there will be a release of this document, that is your purchase requisition. You will go for the release. Release means the approval. You will go for the approval of this document. Then you will be able to convert this purchase requisition into your purchase order. Okay. And with respect to that purchase order, when you receive the goods from your sources, then you will do good receipt. Okay, you will make your inventory, and after that you will go for the invoicing process, means you will pay to the vendor. So this is your complete SAP MM module process. Okay, so with this, if you talk about inventory management, so it is used to manage the inventory of the goods. Okay, one more thing we have with SAP MM, like pricing procedure. So what is that pricing procedure? Means we can define our own pricing procedure. Okay, how we can go with that? See, we will have our access sequence, condition type, then we will have our calculation schema, and with calculation schema we can have vendor schema group also, and we can have purchasing organization schema group also. So what is the features of SAP MM? Okay, why we will go with the SAP MM? See, it can deal with both the material management as well as your inventory management also. Okay, so this module will make sure that there will be no shortage of material in supply chain process. Okay, also this will speed up your material management and procurement activities. Okay, it will accelerate the productivity and reduce the cost while maintaining accommodation for frequent changes in business environment. Okay, it will help organization to deal with the various business aspects like procurement, master data, inventory management, invoice verification, material valuation. Okay, MRP, that is your material requirement planning. Like this we will have with SAP MM. Okay, so when we start our implementation project, so what we will do, first we will create our organization structure. Okay, so what will be the organization structure if we talk about this SAP MM? So we will we will configure our client, then company code, then client. Okay, then we go for the storage location, then we go for the purchase organization, then we go for the purchasing group. Okay, so client is what? Client is means owner of the project. And what is that company code? Company code means it's a legal entity which will have all the financial activities. Okay, so all the bookkeeping, all the GL account maintenance, and all the balance sheet entry, this company code will handle. Okay, under this company code, we will have our plant. Plant means it is a department which will who will take care of the procurement part of material, means maintenance of material, transfer of material, issuing of material, everything they will take care. Okay, and under this plant we will have our storage location. Now what is the storage location? Storage location means when we have different kind of stock. See, we have raw material also, we will have finished material also, we will have semi finished material also. So keep them separate location. We will have this kind of storage location. See, there will be one storage for your raw material, there will be one storage for your finished material, there will be one storage for your semi finished material, like on. Okay, so you can create at least one storage location, or you can create n numbers of storage location under a plant. Okay, same like you can create at least one plant under one company code, or you can create up to n numbers of plant under company code. Okay. Purchase organization is responsible for overall purchasing with respect to your company or even plant. Okay. So purchasing group is a team of 3-4 people who will handle all the purchasing activities. Okay, so this is all about your SAP MM organization structure. Okay. So as we have earlier discussed also SAP MM procurement cycle. So now you can see this with picture also. Okay. This is known as SAP P2P cycle, or you can say procurement to pay cycle. So in this process, you are able to see we have this 8 process. Okay, with the first process, what is there? Determination of requirement. Okay, first of all, we will have requirement regarding some material. So for that requirement, you will search out the sources. Okay, and when you have sources, so you will have quotation from your different sources. Then you will go for the vendor selection, with which vendor you will go for. Like bidding system, you will select out your vendor. Okay, based upon the price comparison and services. Okay. Now with the selected vendor, you will go for the PO, means you will process your purchase order with that vendor. Now you will monitor that PO. Okay, you will check out for the deliveries. After having deliveries with your end, what you will do, you will go for good receipt. Okay, after receiving goods at your end, there will be invoice verification. After invoice verification, you will go for the payment part. Okay, so this is the final process, means overall process that we do with SAP MM. Okay, so this is all about the SAP MM presentation. Okay, now we will see we will go to the system and we will see the screen, how it is in system. See, with this screen, I will log in into that SAP system. So this is SAP user ID login screen. So enter here your login ID. Okay, and your password. The client will be 800 for your training module. Okay, so this is the SAP home screen. Okay, with this screen you are able to see this menu bar. Okay, menu, edit, favorite, extra, system, help, this kind of information you are able to see. This is your application toolbar. Okay, so this is your command box. From here you will enter the transaction. Okay, what you want to do with your system, and this is your title bar. Okay, whatever transaction you will enter here, it will show you the title of that transaction. Okay, this is your toolbar, application bar. Okay, and this is your process area. Okay, if you want to know about your system, see what kind of system you are using. So what you will do, how you will know about your system, you will go to this system tab, and under this you will go to the status. Okay, click on that. Now you will have this screen. With this screen you are able to see all the information regarding your system. Okay, so from here you are able to see your client, your user, language, logon time, system time, your host data, database system, database data. Okay, from here you are able to know which system you are using. Okay, which database you are using, which host you are using, which release you are using. Everything you can know from here. Okay, so if you want to start your project, so how you will start your project, you will use this T code. T code means transaction code, through which we will create the processes. Okay, we will enter this SPRO. This is my command box, and this is the transaction. SPRO, enter. Okay, Now you are able to see with title bar customizing execute project. Okay, so whatever transaction we will enter with the command box. Okay, this will show you the what is the title of that transaction. Okay, now we are into customizing the project. Okay, so where we will go now, where we will go to the SAP reference IMG. IMG means implementation guide. Okay, so this is the screen from where we will go for the configuration part, customization part. Okay, so if you want to go for the organization structure, so where we will go with enterprise structure. Okay, we will start from here, enterprise structure, then we will define the structure, then we will assign the structure, and after defining and assigning my structure, what I will do, I will check the structure. So how I will check the structure? See, first of all, I will go to the home screen. Okay, this is my back button, so click on that. Okay, click on once again, or you can directly use this /n to go back your home screen. Okay, so from here you will enter another transaction, that is EC01. Okay, EC01, enter. Okay, now you are able to see this screen. The title bar is organization object company code. What you are getting to see, your structure. Okay, go to this structure, click on this navigation, click on this screen. Okay, now here you are able to see the list of your companies. Okay, now we will search out my company. Suppose we have created a company, and I will go for the search to it. Say U01 is my company code. Okay, so when you go for Control F, okay, your company code will be here. Now click on this company code. Now you are able to see this on the top. Okay, click on this. Now this is your organization structure that you have created with your SPROT code, right? So this is my company code. Okay, and this is my plant, plant 1, plant 2, and this is my purchase organization. And under this plant, we have my storage location, like my raw material storage location, semi finished material storage location, and finished material storage location. Okay, so now we have to assign them also. So my plant is assigned to company code also, and as well as with the purchase organization also. Okay, so like this plant, my plant 2 is also having the storage location like this: raw material, semi finished, and finished material. Okay, so this is how we can see the structure that we have created. Okay, so with this created structure, we will create our master data, and after creating my master data, we will start our processes. Okay, so whatever structure we will have, we will create master data for this structure. Okay, so for this plant we will create material, for this company code we will create vendor, then we will go for the other type of master data, then we will go for the processes. Means each and everything, when we want to go for any kind of configuration, we will use this T code, that is SPRO. Okay, and thank you for watching this. If you like this, please share, subscribe, and watch it. Thank you very much.